Merry Christmas, everybody. We're back with some more Idle Champions. Maybe. Yep, there it goes. There it goes. We're gonna do some. We're gonna finish some of the stuff we were doing, or we started yesterday, or that we were almost done with yesterday. We are one variant away from doing a Sorial's Resolve, my favorite Idle Champions variant. For that, I don't know. We'll fire up something else here to work on, but then at some point today, we're probably gonna play a little Dune Awakening just to show off the current state of the base. Probably not play for long. And then maybe something else. I don't know. It's Christmas. We can do whatever. We can do whatever we want. Do need to find another variant to do. It's not going to be like too annoying. Let me see if we can find that first. Starving in the jungle. Yeah. Do Starving in the jungle. It's 375, but it's not that bad. It's got this unavoidable damage thing, which sucks. You know, but overall, it's not that bad. Not that bad. All right, let's load everybody in. See what happens. The key here is getting Briv in. Briv's just going to heal everybody up before they die. Because it's a low enough percentage of unavoidable damage that that he can take 10 hits. And then if he can take 10 hits, he just heals him. Right? Get some music on. Hello, Delku. Merry Christmas, Delku and J-Dog, Lee. Oh, I gotta turn the code on. There it is. Lee, Prava Marco, 10 miles. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, yeah. I don't know why they did that, but at some point they switched it so that you actually have to refresh to get streams to load. Or whatever they're doing doesn't trigger all browsers to automatically fire things up appropriately. I don't know what it is. J-Dog has gone 50 steps across the quad, slapped his hand on the wall, and is about to turn around and run back. Next slide. Even bought the 6th Summoning Scrolls pack. I mean, Merry Christmas to you. We get Deacon DM and Aeon from the discounted skin packs. Wow. Yeah, I mean, that sounds like, yeah, that's a big pickup. All right, 375. Let's throw some 15-minute potions at this. Done. We got 3,000 gems overnight. What? Oh, no, we had already done that. We had already done that, so it was Strahd. Okay, Strahd. I got a couple of Strahd things done, but these are... Well, I wasn't using Makos, but these take a while longer. We can just leave. We can leave it there. We don't need to... Yeah, I forgot to switch this to the fast core last night. Whoops. But that's fine. I mean, we're already doing really well on catching up. Merry Christmas, Clap Thunder. Enough gems to get nerds? I mean, my condolences. Okay, did I do my own code? I don't even know. No, I didn't. I haven't done anything. Yeah. Santa Baby Edition? Oh god. Oh god. Okay. We're still chasing greens. on Azaka. There's a second one. She has one already. There's a third. Awesome. I'm not going to open her stuff until... Yeah, we need 3 more. And I refuse to buy them with gems. So... we'll also probably do at least one code giveaway later. Or 2. I expect it's going to be a slower day today. It is Christmas. But so not everybody will be hanging out, but you know. Put a little something fun for people who are looking for somewhere to hang out. He's gonna bite. So let's go spend these gems. A wild offer for Derpy Nordum. This is the first edition Nordum. This is what Nordum looked like in first edition. Yep. That was a thing. Oh, this is actually pretty good. Yeah. They do a good job with the art. I mean, I like that it's a nice big picture here, but it almost frustrates me that we never get to see it this big. Like, it's good art. Oh, look at this guy. He can just be this tiny little thing on the screen. Hey, Merry Christmas, Star Chaser. 20 steps across. Star Chaser 43, 20 steps across the quad. There, got there. We got there. Cozy Regis. I know. All right. Okay, how many? 309 out of 321, so 12 more. 150, 145. 145 should be where we stop getting electrums, but if our hunch is right, we should just keep getting them out of thin air. We'll see. We shall see. We're not to the reset time yet, but we're doing okay with, I mean, we've got our daily goals. We're nowhere near our drop totals. But we haven't been doing, we've just been doing it in the background, which is going to get our kills, but it's not going to get our, not going to catch us up to the drops. We'll have to do like a, something in a free play somewhere to get more drops. We don't really need to worry about that until the final couple days. I need to fire up my main account. Can't remember. I think I did my trials run yesterday. I think I did. I did. Because then I parked it in Mad Wizard to try to get corrupted gems. That's right. So now it's got to calculate offline progress forever because I actually left it in an adventure for once. Bunch of event tokens, bunch of gems, couple time gate pieces, bunch of chests. It doesn't list out corrupted gems though. Oh, that's right. Corrupted gems don't drop offline. Just in the background. I forgot about that. Oh, that sucks. Okay. Well, I'll get my daily. And then I will ignore trials because she's dead, generally. It'll be fine. Close enough. Alright, well, I will leave this up here for a while. Missed day 1 of emergence. It happens to a lot of people, honestly. Because if, you know, it's one of those things where it might not auto pop up if you're, when you're playing, like, you might have to restart the client, and so even in the best of situations, people tend to miss a day or two before realizing it's going on. But with the holidays, like what bad timing. I mean, they got there and they're like, Merry Christmas, we're giving you free stuff, and it's like, no one's around. A lot of people are gone. What are you doing? What are you doing over there? Why would you do that? Still got 10 hours left on this speed potion, folks. Go. All right. Let me just do my favorite. Oh, stop it. Stupid announcements. All right. Time to do the Sorrel's Resolve and unlock Dragon Bait. And I have a feeling this is just going to be like 0 challenge, right? Because I just don't. Okay, we know Human is not going in because there's no front. Dragon Bait, an NPC Dragon Bait sits in the front. Something, I just feel like this is just going to get, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I mean, we've got 2 tanks. We've got a breaker and a bit of a shredder in Lae'zel. Yeah, I feel like this isn't gonna be a problem. I will actually feel a little shocked if we actually have to. Well, we'll probably get killed. I don't think I can do it without ultimate. I would be shocked if we do it without ultimates. I think with ultimates, I think we probably, but we'll see. Like, I don't know that we can AFK through it. If we can AFK through this, wow, as the kids say. How far are we going? I forget. 400 airs. No, this is not a problem. Watch me whip. Watch me do. We're doing all of those. You know, we're gonna do them all. I got them. We're gonna use them. For once, I haven't broken them down.
say hello?
No, I said hello, but that's close enough.
We got some gift subs. Con JK, Tomese, Deckies, Spelaggio, Fairy Fingers, Lee Benningfield. You've been subbed, courtesy of Space Lancer Jericho. Thank you for the gift subs. Much appreciated. And yeah, Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. MC, oh, I didn't see this. MC is 3 steps into the quad. He said, J-Dog hit the other side and was like, I can do that. I can do that. Yeah, tier 2 subs. Oh, I just saw that. Wow, thank you. Hello, Dance Lover. Merry Christmas. Christmas stretch. All right. Today I'm wearing all comfy clothes I got. Like a Critical Role comfy PJ shirt on and sweatpants. Santa hat. Say ho ho on your Christmas stretch? No, I don't. No, I don't. That was not a rule. That was not a rule. Idle Duck, 50 steps. 50 steps. Idle Duck has run across the quad, slapped the hand on the wall, and is getting ready to turn around, like right alongside J-Dog. He's getting ready to turn around and run back. Quad is 50 strides wide. Oh.
Did you say hello?
No, I said hello, but that's close enough.
More gift subs. Loki, 85. Clap Thunder, Duplated, Fjopt, Nuke Missile. You've been subbed. Courtesy of Idle Doc. Much appreciated, everybody. See, there's a hype train incoming. But I didn't hear the choo choo choo. Does it mean it's showing up in 3 minutes? I don't know, maybe. I don't understand. I don't understand. Why are there 2? I don't know. Anyway. I feel like we're just gonna blow through this. We'll see as we get to the Valendras. We start seeing it take it'll be a little difficult to get through. We'll know, but every area 50, so about 20 areas.
Certified lizard. 7 days a week. Wet ass lizard. Make that lizard gate weak.
Or Delcoon, excuse me. Thank you for the bits. I was looking at the wrong info. There it is.
Choose me?
Here's the hype train. Starting off at a level 4. Starting off strong. I mean, level 4 out the gate is pretty solid. Sub gift or cheer. Sub gift sub or cheer to boost it. What is it? It says either 8 subs or 3,900 bits to get to tier 5. Hold on, I'm trying to see like what are the rewards for level 4? Did it show me? Okay, I can't tell. No, anyway. Channel record is level 8. Wow, we got to level 8 once? Wow. Haven't looked at that in a while. Scam train. We blew right through 150. I didn't even notice it, so we're doing fine. Let's see how 200 goes. The thing about Valendra, so Valendra in this version, when she dies, she resurrects. And every time you defeat her, fully defeat her, on an area of 50, you know, a variation of area 50, this is her, she gets another resurrection. So as you can see, we had to go through her multiple times there. And every time she dies, she gets more health. She is armored. So she gets more health, so it's harder to get through the armor segments. And her damage goes up. And she drops AoEs on the party. So you don't need tanks in the front line. I mean, because the tank up here, it's an NPC up here, but you can have, I've done this with tanks in the back and squishies in the front, just trying to get the best buffs out. Because it's just an AoE, there is no base attack. And you want to have fire breath potions running because she has an endless stream of enemies that will come out from behind her. And fire breath ensures that they all die instantly so that all of your attacks hit Palindra, especially all of your ultimates once you fire those off. But if you are, close on power, you want to hold the ultimates for as long as possible because early on in the game, you fire up an ultimate, the cooldown timer takes forever to get back. And because she gets, if you chew through a couple of her lives, she's suddenly hitting you for way more damage while you're waiting for your timers to come back, and that's no fun. That will kill you real quick. So you want to just naturally work through her lives as far as possible. And then when you see that you are on the brink of dying, dump all the ultimates and hope that it goes through completely. I've done this with just core greens, like core and hitch before. But it was, I think it's solid amount of favor. I can't remember how much favor. Yeah, and they had decent item levels and yada yada yada. I've also done it with like core plus crawl. Crawl just absolutely deletes. Blender, we do have crawl. No, we don't have crawl. I didn't pick crawl. Oh my god. I didn't flex crawl. So we don't have crawl. We could put in Human in the middle somewhere. Like instead of Shandy. And then we'd have double breaker action because Esmeralda's going to be a breaker, and then Human would be a breaker as well. Can't remember if she can be stunned or not for Strongheart. But Strongheart in the middle here would also be good because once he starts critting, well, his crit chance is real low right now. So
Certified lizard. 7 days a week. Wet ass lizard. Make that lizard gate weak.
Lee, thank you for the 1,000 bits. Much appreciated. Dropping the bit bomb. So we had. Oh, I got a new mode. So cinema. Choo choo. So cinema. All right. Thank you for all the subs and bits, folks. Much appreciated. So yeah, there's a lot of ways to do this. If for some reason you have if you have some survivability issues, like the first thing, if I have survivability issues, one of the first things I'm going to do is actually get rid of Briv and put Calliope in her right hand spec. Having a protective shield that Blender's damage comes out of first is huge for this. So this is actually, by putting in Briv, I'm saying I think we can overpower this. Like if you're using Briv to get through it, you're overpowering it, honestly. Easy mode is Calliope. Calliope with her shield spec is the easy mode. If you don't use any shields at all, you're overpowering. I mean, we're almost up to 350. We have not even slowed down at all. This is wild. I mean, to be fair, we don't normally have like this kind of set of champions. By the time we get here, we have basically, not even basically, this is a full event champion lineup, and that's not usually something we come into this with. Usually I'm rocking like a Shara DPS. There's a tracker up here supposed to tell you how many respawns, and it's counting down. Good. But there, we just got pretty wrecked. Our tanks are still alive though. And we got wrecked. Okay. Okay. I think an ultimate would clear that up. Yeah. I think an ultimate would take care of this. So we're going to get down to here, and we're going to start firing off ultimates. Yeah. Okay. So I was right. We didn't have the... I said I would be shocked if we could just AFK through this. We could not. Again, I'm overpowering it with Briv instead of easy moding it with Calliope. Calliope very well might have made the difference. Let's see if we can just do an ultimate smash at 400 and be done with it too. That I don't see why we couldn't. But I guess we're gonna find out. So many times this has taken, like, it's been a long, slow push to get to 400, and then you can like grind some gold and level up champions, and we're just flying. So damage is not our issue here, clearly. We are way over on Bud. So when you know that, then it's like, if you're having problems, then it becomes, you know, breakers to get extra credit, and then shields for survivability. You can give up damage for those things when you know you already have the damage. Yeah, almost all of our ults back. It'll be fine. Here we go. I'd like to see us get down to like 4 before I fire something off. But I don't know if that's gonna happen. See how the fire breath potions are? Oh, it is happening. It's happening. It's happening. Fire breath potions are doing just fine over there. Got it. I have dragon bait. Oh my god, that's the quickest we've ever dragon baited. No, I'm gonna leave that one for a Lurking Rider. Adventure time, 14 minutes. Under less than 14 minutes. 0 to dragon bait. Never have I ever gone that quickly through this. Never have I ever. Wow. Wow. 14 minutes. And just an ultimate roll. I didn't even have to change. Those were speed champions. That was my speed team. The game is ridiculous now. It's so different at the beginning. Okay, we're done in Tomb. I don't care about this place anymore. Sorry, I don't. We don't need anything from here. We already got the tier 5 global a long time ago. We did what we cared about in Waterdeep, which was just unlock Vashra. We have done Baldur's Gate, the storyline. Could be probably time to do variants. There is a set of variants in Baldur's Gate that is basically the first place I really consider grinding patron stuff. And this would get us, it would unlock access to our Modron component chest for all of our current patrons. It would get us a lot of perks. It would probably get us familiars. Potentially get us familiars. Each patron has one familiar. So I think that's... I mean, I know I want to try the Blushi thing again. I do. But I'm thinking that's a Monday thing. I'm thinking Monday we Blushi. Yeah. So I'm thinking today we do... oh no. Today we do the patron variants. Or we do the variants. Try to get through the variants so that they're ready to be patronized. Tomorrow is Timegate Friday. We have like, it'll be a natural Timegate, and then we've got 33 Timegate pieces, so we can do 5 extra like manual Timegates tomorrow. It's just Timegate. That'll also unlock Zerial for us. and then we'll have the patron. Hopefully, we'll have the patron stuff for her. Okay, so let's go over here. I gotta see this now. Hold on. My God, that's the quickest we've ever dragon baited. No, I'm gonna leave that one for looking right. Yeah, yeah. All right. So in Avernus, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Technically 7, but the 6 main ones. The first one is called Ragadraga's Crew, and I believe it's up here. It is. All right. So these are on my list of what I call efficient. I think I call them efficient patron. Hold on, let me see what I call them. Did I even give them a term name? I don't know. I just said easy high area completion variant that you target. So I do refer to them usually as efficient patron variants. So they are things that have a high area completion, like relative to your current progress, and whose restriction is not really a restriction. They're what I would say is, oh, that's not a restriction at all, because this is lycanthropes show up with each wave, but they don't count towards progress or anything. Who cares, right? Like, as long as you can use, basically, I consider it an easy variant in terms of restriction. If you can use whatever formation you want, like I can put in my best possible formation, game on, right? Game on. And then the patron versions are going to be much higher, right? Like Mert adds 100 areas, so this will be 500 or 550 for Mert. 575 for Bajra, and 600 for Strawn, 625 for Zerial, all of which we got the potential for, right? If we were getting, into the high 800s with our best team, we've got a shot, right? So we'll see. But these variants themselves should be fine. Let's go make sure, okay, we've got this locked and loaded. And we'll start knocking these out. Why? Mama said knock you out. I'm gonna knock you out. My LL Cool J impression, folks. Hey, Foos. Merry Christmas. You just missed the fastest we've ever dragon baited. Just under 14 minutes. With a face roll across the keyboard for the ultimates, basically. I mean, not literally, but I probably could have literally face rolled across the ultimates to finish her off. Don't call it a garback. I've been here for years. Oh no. Garback sounds like it sounds like somebody that works in a bar. Or I guess it would be no. That's somebody who backs me up, a garback? Kinda have to be, right? There's a clip. J-Dog has the clip in chat. You can just see the clip of the reaction, but yeah. 14 minutes was... I mean, it was just the speed team. Minus Human, because there wasn't enough room. Okay. It's a little wild. A little unexpectedly ridiculous. Oh, wow. Yeah, we got 63 total variants done. Okay. Unlock the champion, Dragon Mate. Sure. Completed 20 variants in Tomb. Yeah, yay. Here's the thing. Now I've got even more silvers that I have to open. Okay, Dragon Bait. 2 for Dragon Bait. Oh, it's a green for Dragon Bait. Oh, fancy. It's another Dragon Bait. Another Dragon Bait. The green for Azaka. She's getting closer. There's another Dragon Bait. Okay, Dragon Bait's at least full white. Oh, no, he's green. I don't understand. Oh. Azaka now missing 2. Dragon Bait missing 5. Alright, so I will continue. I'm not opening any gold chests until, and I'm not buying silvers to get them to, we're just looting our silvers. Naturally. My gems are for gold chests. I know, right? Could have thrown Human in the middle, but I just wanted to leave it and see what happened, and then that's what happened. Merry Christmas, Eric's. Been away from streams for a bit. That's all good. You quickly, briefly explain your current speed team here, what and how each champion makes you go fast. Absolutely. So Briv is not the speed champion here. Briv is the tank here because Briv is item level 4. First off, I want to be very clear. Briv he might occasionally jump. That's not, I mean, nobody cares. He's here to be the health and the taunt to keep the front row alive. So, you know, starting at the front row at the top, it's Briv. Then we got Human. Human, when they're in the front 1 or 2 columns, depending on how many columns are in the layout, they give you extra credit towards your quests at the top right. And the more champions they're adjacent to, the bigger the bonus via a secondary ability called Carefully Balanced. So Human, again, low item levels, item level 6, although we do have a shiny on there, Carefully Balanced, for later, when we start investing more into them. But they're doing, you know, they're doing some work. They're giving us a couple, you know, they're giving us extra credit for kills. Diana is, hey Maxi, Merry Christmas. Diana down at the bottom is here to speed up the area transition. So the black-white bits, basically the moment you complete a quest at the top right, the moment you appear on the next screen, she speeds all of that up. It's most noticeable. Let me sneeze the ad so we can get through this. It's most noticeable when you're when you open this and you're looking down here and it's going from like 8 to 30 or 11 to 40. Like when it's at 30 or 40, that's when Diana's kicking in, right? So it's, you know, it can be a big deal, right? All right, second column at the top, Sentry. Sentry reduces our quest count at the top right. So as you can see, we only need 13 to get through these areas instead of, well, 18 there. 13 to 18, depending on what the goal number is. So it's 18 right now. Sentry does this. She has a chance to do this. That's why it's bouncing around a little bit. If she hasn't been attacked in the area prior to the one you're on. That's why she is not in the front, even though she's a tank. I'm using her as her speed champion. All right. Eliwick's beneath her in her fun new little freebie skin that they sent out in the newsletter. She's there just to produce gems. She's got 3 of those green cards. Those are her gem cards, so she's boosting our gem gain off the bosses as we go through. Top middle column is Lae'zel. Lae'zel will just occasionally get bored and skip us forward a level without finishing the areas based off like kill, like the numbers of kills. She gets kill stacks and things. When someone other than her kills things, then she gets bored and jumps us forward. At the bottom's Bobby. He is here to give us scales of Tiamat. He is a scavenger. He's also here to be our DPS. So he's doing the damage and he's scavenging scales off bosses. Where are we at? We've gathered over 2,000 so far, but he can give us over 76,000. That's a lot. But it's slow progress. 10% chance to just get 10. So, you know, we got him in. We're using him as our DPS most of the time. In speed groups, it's just to get the scavenge triggering potential up there. Top of the second to the back column is Shandy. Shandy functions like a speed potion as long as the party hasn't been under attack in the last 30 seconds. It's a little rough here with this vehicle. The enemies you can't be killed until they get up here. So Shandy's going to flicker on and off a lot, unfortunately. But normally she's giving us a lot more efficiency with our potions, right? We are running a legendary potion and and a 15-minute to cap us out at 11x with Shandy. Humon's got a feed in that's giving us a little more speed potion action too. Below her is Esmeralda. Esmeralda is a breaker champion, and we deal with a lot of segmented health enemies in Avernus. Also, she can create extra enemies. It's these little clouds of mist that show up every now and then. So a bit of a bonus. She's a speed champion and a breaker, and both of those are handy here, right? And then in the back is BBG, and he does the same thing Sentry does. He reduces quest requirements. You just have to complete the area quickly. We're definitely doing that. So normally he's what's taking us to 18, and when Sentry triggers, she takes us down to like that. That in addition takes us down to 13. I am trying to level up Sentry's item levels currently, so we can get that double goodness going more often. But yeah, the legendary speed potion is doing a lot of work because it does say it only works for 24 hours, but I only play this game like on this account 4 to 5 hours a day, and make sure there isn't a party running in this offline, and that way this doesn't get consumed. So we actually get like 5 days of value out of one of these. And then and we're almost up to the point where we can make more. In fact, let's distill and see where we're at. Because I only usually I don't keep any of the damage or health usually. And I'm gonna keep 5 of these smaller. Gold find. Both of those. Everything else will kill. So 1360, and to craft on the next legendary, we need 1440. So we're almost to the next legendary, and we've still got 10 hours of this one left. So once you start getting, if you do your stuff this way, like limited play time, you can make a legendary last a long time, and that's pretty great. Pretty great. Right. So just, you start earning, at that point you start earning lots of gems, completing lots of content. You really start racing through the game, because you don't have to pile on, and you're not using up a lot of your potions, like, because you don't have to pile a ton on. Sometimes it's for shorter runs, I'm just used at 5 minutes. Sometimes I don't even use anything at all. I just rely on the base value of this with Shandy and Humon. And I'm sitting on 6k gems. Good Lord, let's go spend those. I'm just not opening chests at the moment because I'm waiting. We just got Azaka and Dragon Bait. I'm trying to get them into full green before opening the golds. Horrible run. Horrible run. We got no greens. I'm also holding on to Electrums at the moment, because we're going to time gate like 6 people tomorrow. Yeah. Potentially, we're gonna try to get through 6 time gates tomorrow. Yeah, the 5 minutes are cheap to manufacture. Yeah, so it becomes really efficient once you have the legendaries. If you just want to stack some 5 minutes, I haven't made any potions in a while. I've just been using stuff out of boxes, like out of chests. Gunning for trials? What do you mean gunning for trials, Maxie? Gunning for trials? We're waiting on our timers so we can do our trials today. We already did our trial yesterday. Yeah. Surprise. If you weren't aware. Yeah, we trials day 19. Or day 20? What day are we on? I didn't put it in the game description today, so now I don't remember it. I don't know. Trials in less than 3 weeks. Yeah, and I think we could have gotten there much faster. We just weren't racing there. I think if we were trying to race there, we could get there real quick. It's a little ridiculous. A little ridiculous. All right. Okay, Ragged Drago's crew is done. Today is day 21. Okay, so I was like thinking that yesterday was 20. Okay, so that's the first of the efficient ones. We're just getting the base versions out of the way first. Relentless Peril is next. It's over here. Okay. Relentless Peril, 525 area goal. It's a Chumbawamba variant. Chumbawamba variant. Well, we'll talk about that once everybody comes back from the ad break. All right, I think we're back. So this is Relentless Peril, down at the bottom right of the map. 525 area goal. It is what we call, some of us in the community call a Chumbawamba variant. We really named it wrong. It should have been called a Tub Thumping variant because Tub Thumping is the song with the lyrics, I get knocked down, I get back up again. But the band is called Chumbawamba, and it's just Chumbawamba stuck. Because it was really like, that was their big hit. And they weren't a one-hit wonder, but that was their big hit. You know what I mean? So anyway, the Relentless Ghoul, this one will spawn Relentless Ghouls, and when you kill the Relentless Ghouls, they're just stunned and they come back to life after like 10 seconds. So that's what anytime like something dies but doesn't die but comes back to life, we call it a Chumbawamba. They're great. We've created this term not just because we think it's funny, although that's enough, to be honest. But because they actually serve a purpose. Whenever you have to do like kill quests, like kill stacking, permanent kill stacking for like Zorbu, that was where it really originally started. You would park in a Chumbawamba variant because you could ultimately end up with like 100 of these enemies on the screen, and they'd all Zorbu would just wipe them all out with one hit, and then they fall down, and then 5 to 10 seconds later they get back up again, and he does it again, and you just stack 100 stacks at a time, set up speed potions and run it, right? I've heard it's been a bit hit or miss. People tried to do it with the Dark Urge, and I heard that was hit or miss. So he wasn't always getting credit, which is weird because that's always been the way it works. But I don't know. I never tried to kill stack the Dark Urge, but I did. I used Chumbawambas for Zorbu, Dahani, Toragar, somebody else. I can't remember. Those three for sure. Chaining through the variants, yeah. In preparations for patrons. Patrons, not Rhea. I'm shooting for patrons. I mean, Rhea is... you can unlock the Evergreen Rhea here. She is down here. Rhea Reborn. It needs 40. We're on 21. I'm only going to do like 6. So at some point we could come back for her, but yeah, we're going to do the others. And then again, I think we're doing the others today. I mean, we'll see. I mean, yeah, we need these, and then we need to do the patron versions. Patron versions don't count towards that count. So like, we're trying to get the patron grind on. I think that's more important than Rhea is at this point. We are at 47 champions unlocked. 3 weeks in. It's ridiculous. So it's a little more important to chase the power from the patrons than it is one more champion that honestly, she's neat, but not amazing. Let's look at what we got. So here's where we are. This is a pretty stacked place to be. If I cared about split the party 3, I'd be looking for these seats, right? But I don't care. 2, 4, and 7 though are. Well, we'll consider it. But I don't know that. Go back. Who are in these? That well, Blueshy's in 2, and we're gonna try. Well, I think we'll try Blueshy on Monday. 4 is Eric, and he is one of the champions I want to time gate. There's a chance we'll time gate like an Egbert or a Farida. There's a chance. So, you know, we may end up at Split the Party 3 at some point soon. The one that nowadays I think is just the easiest to skip, the easiest evergreen is Ulquoria. She just, you have to go so deep into Waterdeep and do so. I mean, not only do you have to get through the whole storyline, but then you have to do so many variants. And she's just not that good. So, yeah. Well, I mean, I didn't say before Mehen. I just said she's on the potential list. I said yesterday you weren't here yesterday. I said yesterday that that I probably want to time gate. I'm happy with my speed champions at the moment, and what I probably want to time gate is gold find champions. And so that's going to be like Kuthris and Eric and Mehen. And then but I've got enough to time gate 5 people. So that leaves room for, you know, some extras, like maybe an Egbert or maybe a Farida. Egbert would help in the gold find, but Farida would just, once I have Mehen and Avalar, Farida becomes a viable, you know, build around. I also was thinking about Cosrin and Baldric. Baldric should probably get time gated for gold find at the very least. So I don't know. I've got a lot of champions that I would like to add. So it's like Farida's lower on the priority list. But seeing that I do need 7 for Split the Party 3, that might bump up a little bit on the priority list. Someone from 7. But I really, with the progress we're making, I really feel like it is important, it is imperative to have a gold farm team at least basically fleshed out. Yeah, because we are just, I mean, it's something that is going to cause us to just hit a roadblock in Turn of Fortune's Wheel and Vecna Eve of Ruin. Which, with as fast as we're completing the content in this game, I mean, I'm happy trying to go further than we normally go because we're just completing content so fast. We're just flying through this game. So I think it's interesting. It'll be interesting to see just how far we can go. Yeah. But yeah, so we've got our speed. I mean, this is a speed team and it's solid. Like, are there some swaps here that I would make if I was trying to make a gem farm? Yes. Yes, a gem farm would have, like, Bobby wouldn't be in there, Esmeralda wouldn't be in there. Briv wouldn't be in there. Lae'zel wouldn't have Lae'zel in there. Well, depending on where it's at. Like, it would be a while beyond the Witchlight, so I probably wouldn't have Lae'zel in there. So I would lean into like extra credit stuff, and we would want like a Thalora, and like in seat 1, and let's go over here. How would I do this? I would have Thalora in seat 1. I would go with Whittle for spawn speed until Lark got big enough. BBG, Sentry, Shandy, Umon, Diana, Eliwick, maybe Melf, or maybe we get Vi, like one of these two. We already have Melf, so it'd probably be there. Right? And then that's, that's solid. Whereas Gold Find, I would want ideal situation. I would want Cathris. I would want Merylwyn, Mahen, Eric. We already have Valentine. Later on, it would be Windfall, but I'm not doing that again ever, folks. So Valentine, Egbert, Astarion or Eliwick, but probably Astarion. I would prefer Astarion. Rust, Baldric, and then somebody else. Like usually I use Corazon to build off Egbert, but I don't have him, so we'd probably just leave it at that. Like that would be like the ideal Goldfind team. My pushing team, of course, is Carlock based, and it's just whoever we have the best buffs off. It's much easier with her. She's support agnostic. She doesn't care who's supporting her as long as they're doing it well, and so you just use whoever your best supports are. Guess Hank is capped? Yeah, that's why. That's how we got to 33. And yeah, swapped him out of our team because he was capped. She's coming up on her cap, but she'll stick around. We are capped. We capped with Diana now, 321. Okay, so let's look. This is our test. We're 145. That's where I said we were going to be. If we end up above 145, then we know Diana's breaking. Diana's doing her bug thing. So we are finally at the cap for Diana and can test out the bug. Why not Briv? In a regular gem farm, Briv is pointless. Briv is only for Briv gem farms. And that's you always so I don't agree with just like building Briv first. There are some people who argue for that. I will not ever. I've tried it and it was horrible. So building out all of the rest of your speed team first, getting them like their item levels max, like turning everything into them, then thus incrementing, snowballing them so that they get to their cap and then you're generating tons of gems. That's the best way, most efficient way to both progress through the game and progress your speed team so that you can then feed thousands of item levels to Briv if you're going to chase a Briv gem farm. But until you're there, not great. Or the 1.5 jump can be better than number. It used to be 1.2 or 1.4 or something like that. But that was years ago. I would say it's probably, I feel like with the development, with all the addition of other speed champions, it feels more like it's going to be at least 2 jump. Like you'd want Briv at least a 2 jump before you try it. I feel like, I don't know. This is my gut. I don't know that anybody's done the math, but we used to have much slower speed teams. And so Briv didn't need to get as efficient to beat them. Right. But we have much better speed champion combinations now. Yeah, Tim Miles says, Briv without the supporting cast isn't helpful. Correct. He's a big piece, but he's in the whole puzzle, yeah. And it's a lot of work to set up and to get tweaked out, and it takes a while to get the item levels up there, and you really want a golden epic on his slot 4, or else you're investing a ton. All right, that was Relentless Peril. Next up is Madness of Inogu, which is in the same place. It's just down here. Madness of Inogu, enemies deal triple damage and move 3 times as fast. And when a champion kills someone, the champion gets stunned. But that's not a... I can build whatever formation I want. I can use Fire Breath Potions. So this is a yes, please. Right? This is a yes, please. Merry Christmas, Fuzzy Boots. But yeah, I mean, I started back in the day with a 1.2 or 1.4 or whatever the hell it was, Briv. That was how and that's how I got my Briv up to 4 jump. But it was a different speed game then. I feel like There are people who can build a pretty good speed team and generate a lot of gems, like hundreds of thousands of gems a day, just with a non-Briv gem farm. And so that raises the bar for Briv. Briv then has to be more efficient than he used to be. Again, I don't know what that number is. But I just figure, hey, at least get a 2 jump. At least a 2 jump, but... and then to try it before trying. And then see. Then you've just got to let it run for hours and see what it averages out at. Like after you get it tweaked properly. But just trying to figure out Briv gem farms the first time could take a while. I think it took me a week of like a day of like heavy messing around with it, and then the rest of the week was tweaking it constantly, trying to, because it just wasn't always working right, and like adjusting, trying different adventures and stuff, like to find the place that worked best for me. But then it was good after that, right? No, my Briv isn't even a 1 jump yet. So I'm 32.5% chance of jumping 1, so. Not everybody needs all of that or cares for all of that, Maxie, so yeah. What's the easiest route if I want to come back and have a new DPS? When my old DPS I used to play has all the Tiamat upgrades pumped into her. Ooh. I mean, currently there's no way to move that. You missed the meta event, like the Winter Celebration would have let you do a legendary dismantle and remove it all. That already happened. And there isn't going to be another one until probably March. I wouldn't expect it before March. But also, like I think the devs would like to deliver a new Trials of Mount Tiamat system at some point in the first 3 months of next year. Yeah, so I don't know. I would say you just, if you want to switch DPS and just focus on slowly developing that DPS, because there isn't going to be a quick way to do it. Right? That isn't spoilers. Justin said he wanted Trials out this year, and then when he apologized and said, "Oh, I let it slip and it's not coming out this year, but we're shooting for the like first quarter next year." They would like that, right? But if it slips again, it's going to be second quarter, right? We haven't heard any solid information. It wasn't in the spoiler stream, so that means it is not done enough for them to even put on a release schedule. And since they do those schedules, they have solid ideas of what's coming in the next 3 months, and we got the spoilers for the next 3 months. It's hit or miss, right? It could end up in the first quarter of next year, but it could also end up in the second quarter. That's just listening to the things that they say, right? He's using the Stinky Wizard Woman, Strix. Yeah. She wasn't cutting it. She's, yeah. But yeah, fastest way is just start playing the game and switch into somebody else. Just start using a different DPS. First quarter of 2026. To be clear. We were talking first quarter of 2026. Trials fit into my tutorial schedule. Oh, I mean, there's usually at least one, like there's 2 weeks of event stuff in a month, and there's usually 1 week of Tales of the Champions in a month now. So that's 1 or 2 weeks that we have things that are flexible for the most part. So yeah, there's somewhere to put it. Who's considered the meta DPS? It's still Artemis. Well, I just think there's a lot of variety now. Artemis is still the one that everybody says is the top DPS, but you know, Warduke is good. Still, Cass was just put in Tales of the Champions. Cass is real good to build around. Cosrin is the one people are kind of expecting to be the next. Like the absolute adversaries are good. Whether you're using like the Dark Urge or Lae'zel. I like Karlach, but she doesn't scale into the end game. I don't know how well Lae'zel scales into the game, but people try to do Dark Urge, or just base around like using Will with someone, right? He's super strong. But people think that Cosrin and the fallbacks might be the next like strong affiliation. And so far we've gotten 4 of those champions. 1 more is coming out in January. Burrito just got a rework. I don't know how, I mean, it looks good, but I don't know how strong it is for end game. But it was throwing up. It looks fun. I just don't know how like super deep you can go. I think any of those options are probably going to do better than Strix for you. So I think it's an upgrade any of those ways that you choose to go. But Cosrin in the fallbacks would be like, I hate putting it in this term, but if you want to call it the new hotness, like they're the new affiliation that people are like crossing their fingers about. Until Anson comes out in January, we won't see what their full potential is. Yeah. Legendary Dismantle return everything you invested in the character you dismantle. So it returns it kicks off all the legendary potions. It kicks off all the item levels into blacksmithing contracts. It kicks off any gilding, so shiny or golden items into potions. And it refunds all of your gem feats and gives you the gems. So yeah, all of that. You keep the highest rarity of your items. So if you were, obviously you were full epic, you would stay full epic. It would just be like level 1. Again, I don't know when. I could be wrong about when that's going to happen. I usually expect March, but it might be maybe there's another one. Sometimes they surprise us and they do a meta event at a time we weren't expecting. I don't know. So I don't really know when, but my estimate would be a couple months before that happens. There's a meta built around King of Shadows. Oh, that's right. King of Shadows came out. King of Shadows is new. He's over here in 9. He is a tank DPS and support. I use him as a tank support, but he has potential as an evil DPS. Has some solid potential. It's pretty strong. Interesting kit. Yeah. So he's really strong and easy. Oh, Cass. Yes, Cass you have to have in from Area 1 and go all the way through with Cass. Yeah. King of Shadows was built better. He can just drop in later. Yeah, Strix was the... Strix was the first event champion I spent money on in this game, because at the time I was watching the dice camera action all the time, and I liked the idea. We'd never had a content creator champion, and I was like, oh, I want more of these, not knowing that that's exactly what their plan was. So I spent money on that because that's how you encourage the studios to do things. And then I used her for a long time, but until Azaka showed up, because she just couldn't unlock Azaka. A single, like it was an AoE, but it was a single hit AoE, and you had range issue, like the debuff range just wouldn't work on a Sarah rack. And so Birdsong became the meta shift. It had been Strix meta, kind of a Strix meta, and then it became a Birdsong meta. Because Birdsong was the champion that could most easily get you Azaka back in the day. Back when Azaka was a challenge that took me a couple months to get to. Like to actually be able to unlock. Unlike the fly through we did, yesterday. Oh, I was doing a full dismantle. I'm sorry. God dang it. I'm going to blame painkillers. Oh, that's probably just my ADHD thing. I was describing a full dismantle. My apologies. Lego dismantle gives you the legendaries off as potions and removes any pigments back as the little pigment froggies or fishies or whatever you have. My bad. Full dismantle is when they're reworked, and I don't... Strix already got a rework, like in seasons, which doesn't mean she couldn't get another one, but yeah, there's a lot of champions that could use reworks that didn't get help in seasons. I would like to see them done first, but I don't usually get what I want. So my bad. I totally just said the wrong thing. So Merry Christmas, toy. We have some silvers for me to open? We do. Nice. Okay, that's down to 4 for her. Wait, no, 1 for her. Wait, oh god. No, it's 1 for her, 2 for me. No. 1 for her, 4 for Dragonbait. That's where we're at. I don't know if that was progress or not. Funny that we got a blue and it ended up on a new champion. Could have gone anywhere. All right, that's now down to 3 for Dragonbait at least. Don't know if that... Wow, another blue on Dragonbait. There's another Dragonbait green. All right, let's see how this turned out. Nope. Nope, they went in the bad places. So 2 more for Dragonbait, 2 more greens for Dragonbait, 1 more for Azaka. And then I can open up all my gold chests. And yeah, I'm refusing to spend gems on silvers. Doing this the slow way. Well, Diana hasn't, so far 145, Diana's capped. We're at 145 electrums. We haven't seen her drop over cap yet. We shall see what happens. Where are we going on this one? 525? 575. Ooh. Okay. We soft capped. So we soft cap here in like the 450s. I think. Still got 5 minutes of potion left, so super efficient with our speed team. We just got to see if they have enough power to go to 575. Well, we were getting it at odd times yesterday, J-Dog, or in the last few days. Ever since we got the legendary potion, we've been getting odd batches of drops that didn't seem to register for her at various times. So we'll see. We'll see. She just capped today, but she was getting bulk stuff dropping that wasn't counting towards her progress before. So after this one, so we'll have 3 of the kind of efficient variants for patrons that I wanted to do. We'll have 3 more after this, but they're going to be lower area goals. So 400, 500, and 475. There are people that say that it's if Diana triggers an Electrum pickup right at noon, that she will drop a bunch even if she's capped. That's what everybody thinks is the bug. Yeah, I don't know. All I know is we were definitely getting way more, like she was getting way more Electrums after we cleared 10x speed than she was before, over the same number of areas. So there's something about 10x speed that encourages her drop rate. And then people are saying if you're running at noon Pacifically and it starts, you know, a new day or whatever, then yeah, you get bulks. There we go. All right, we got there. We got there. Okay, who's up next? We want Madcap Adventures Redux, which I believe is over here. There it is. Off the Wandering Emporium. This one spawns Madcaps, which each wave, which could spawn extra stuff and reduce champion damage, but we don't care because Fire Breath Potions. But we don't care because Fire Breath Potions. Pretty much our mantra. Through all of these, that's why we do them, because, yeah, makes it easy. We're also obviously getting, I mean, along with the bosses, we're getting lots of gems off the bosses, but we're getting the gem completions for all of these, right? It's 2 gems per area of the quest requirement, you know, whatever the completion goal is. So since we've been doing some higher ones, we're getting large amounts of gems now. We already saved up and bought all the 12.5k gem speed feats that I wanted. I think, well, that there were for the champions that we're using. And so the next time we'll save up, it'll be for 50k feet. But I was hoping to get, I want to get our newest champions, our newest evergreens into their gear phase before I start saving gems. Also, we have her speed ability now is at 266 out of 400%. I would like the first one I want is to get for 50k is to get this 80%. We'll be right back to see then how close we are to her 400% cap. It should help a good chunk. And then we don't have to get her item level super high to have her capped. So that's why I like her early. She's just super efficient with her item level because you can invest in those feats directly. Eliwick is only at 17.69, nice. 17.9% gems, which is not a lot. And it's because we're still sitting on a green. It's shiny, 104, but it's a green. It ain't easy being green. I think we're gonna do the base version of all these variants, and then I'm gonna start doing them for patrons. I think when we switch over to do them for patrons, I'm gonna put it up in picture, and we'll take a tour of some other games while we're also playing this. Because we're just gonna be racing through stuff that we already did. It's just gonna be the patron version. If we run into problems, we will stop, collaborate, and listen. God, what is with the blues for Dragon Bait? We've gotten 3 blues out of silver chests today. All of them have gone to Dragon Bait. Azaka exists. She has no blues. Don't understand. We got Azaka first. She's like over here, no blues. Dragon Bait's like, blues. Yeah. I'm good. Keep giving me blues. All right, we're down to 2 greens needed, and then we can, well, or blues needed. Green or better, and then we can pop those chests. How many golds? 23 gold now. Nice. So guaranteed 2 epics. Yeah, 2 epics out of that. But that's enough to. I mean, you know, once you have green or better, it's 6 blues, 6 gold chests per champion. But Dragonmaid's only gonna need like 3, and then Azaka will need 6. So 9 of those, and then we're into dupes again, just fishing for epics. Big stretch. And it got so hot here yesterday, I had to turn on the air conditioning last night. Like, this is not Christmas. What is going on? It hit like a record high of like 80 degrees Fahrenheit here yesterday. Christmas Eve. It's not. I would have freaked as a kid if that had happened. I was growing up here. Like shorts and t-shirts for Christmas Day. Like that's some San Diego stuff. Like I remember going to see movies on Christmas Day in shorts, t-shirt, and flip-flops. And my family back here again being like, "What? Freezing here." Getting impatient with these. Dang it. Just want to go back to opening all the chests. It feels so bad not to. I should have been saving them up. I was opening tons of silvers before we unlocked Azaka and Dragonmaid, and I shouldn't have been opening anyone. Like once I knew we were chasing them, I should have just hoarded all of them, and I didn't. That's on me. I have a feeling we may run into issues with, well, I don't know. We haven't really done patron variants yet. We did a couple of easy ones. And so we don't really have an idea of how far we can go in patron variants really with any of the patrons. So it's going to be interesting to see how these work out. How's our progress? Oh, look at that, folks. We're over halfway through level 3. Nice. Very nice. I keep forgetting we have an extra familiar. Go. Okay. Next up is the Archduke's Blessing at 500. Is that one? I don't know if is it top right. It is top right. Okay, under the Sibriacs. Cult of Zero Arms Niger. Cultist has 4 armored hit points. That one's rough. 4 armored is annoying, but we'll see how it goes. But it should be fun. Once again, we can use whatever team we want, so shouldn't be an issue, but it is a little, it's going to be a little annoying right here. This is the guy. That's him. That's him, officer. Hey Roz, Merry Christmas. I don't have like a festive overlay, but I got a hat on. That's all I got. That's all I got. All right, how far are we going on? 500. Last of our medium potions. I might have to make some more now. I have had, the hat is great. I've had this hat since college. I think maybe since I was 19. 19 or 20. I really think it was probably 19. Might have been 20. Yeah. This was a pretty quality hat. This is a pretty quality hat. If I made sure I bought like, I didn't want like a cheesy Santa hat. We went to this hat shop and they had like a quality Santa hat. I was like, I want the quality Santa hat. So it's, you know, nice long, it's nice dark red velvet. It's got some good floof to it. It's not like the cheap ones that are like, I don't know, plastic or hard. It's actually nice soft fluffy band. And just, you know, take care of it. Yep, I'm back on camera after a couple of days of recovery. Merry Christmas. So it's vintage. Screw you. Oh man. I remember oh, it's yeah, I mean it's super stretchy. It could fit easily. It's definitely it was definitely a higher quality than the, I don't remember. It wasn't that much more expensive at the time. Anyway, I remember I was on a road trip back in when I was in it was 2009. I went on a road trip and I was in Vegas for part of it. And while in Vegas, I was walking around one of the, I think it was the Bellagio, and they had a Tiffany and Company inside of it. And I have a Tiffany and Company keychain that I was given as a 16th birthday gift from my aunt and uncle. And they have a policy where, hey, you bring us anything Tiffany and Company, we'll clean it for you, like for free. So I went back to the service counter to ask, to say, hey, can I get this clean? And the girl there, I don't know, 20 something, she's probably in her early 20s. She's like, she looked at it and she's like, I'm sorry, we only clean Tiffany and Company stuff. And I'm like, and I turned it over, like, so she could see the Tiffany and Company. And I'm like, it is. She's like, oh my God, I've never seen this before. I was like, I got it, some shop said whatever year. And she's like, oh, so it's vintage. And I just wanted to scream. I wanted to just like, yeah, I'd left as quickly as I could. But they took it, cleaned it. She was not there when I came back. They were like, this is great. And I'm like, okay, thanks. And left. But yeah, that was a while ago. And now here we are with another vintage comment. I guess it's vintage now. But it was odd to me that something that was, I don't know, less than 20 years old at the time got called vintage. I was like, I don't think that's how vintage, is that how vintage works? I don't think that's how vintage works. But whatever. I guess there's no cutoff for vintage. Antique, it has to be 100 years old. I guess some people say in fashion, anything more than 20 years old is considered vintage. I guess maybe that would work for Tiffany and Company stuff. That's basically like fashion, isn't it? I mean, jewelry related to fashion. Yeah, like classic rock is, yeah. Classic rock feels like, anything 20 years older, which just feels weird. But. But yeah, Foose, I was in my 30s when someone called my keychain vintage. So I was like, that doesn't seem right. That doesn't seem right. I think it was just because it was something older than she had seen a version of before. Merry Christmas, High Explosives. think that's really what classic music is, stuff that was from before you were born. I think that's what a lot of people think. And vintage is anything from before you were born. I think that's just because a lot of people look at it, younger people especially, look at it that way. Friend of mine went to, Amanda Lear says, a friend of mine went to, for an MRI, was offered the chance to listen to classic rock and was horrified there was Nirvana in Soundgarden. Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, classic rock is now, you know, in that era of, oh, like, I mean, it's, if you think about it as, if we think about it as 20 years old or older, I mean, that could be even up to, you know, the mid 2000s now, right? Ridiculous. And Sabotage by Beastie Boys, yeah. I remember when that came out. Well, I specifically remember when that video came out because anytime it was come on, like on MTV, everybody was like in front of the TV watching it. It was just so good. Still good. I think the 90s was the grunge era, wasn't it? I don't know. I think of the 90s as grunge. 2000s feels more like emo. But, I don't know. I could be wrong. It was like you had more. I mean, wasn't that when we had like Fall Out Boy and a bunch of others coming out? Wasn't that around 2000? In the 2000s? Yeah. I haven't checked my corrupted gems. Yeah. Go see. Let's go take a look. I am over 20,000. Yeah. We're about halfway through the quest. That's getting done in the background. Merry Christmas, Springtrap. I was going to do this. For the fallbacks test group that we're going to do. Once all of them are out. God dang, give me the greens. Come on. Oh, and then it's a blue for dragon bait. What the hell, game? Merry Christmas, Ethel. All right, there we go. Okay, now we're done. Now we're done. Okay, good. Good. Dragon bait ended up with 4 blues out of silver chests. While Azaka's sitting over here going, you could have given me a blue. Where's my blue? Where's my blue? All right. Well, I mean, that means we only have to open dragon bait chests to get the other blues. Into dupes. All right. Zaka's. Ooh, double epic. And one's Adept Traveler, sure. Sure. Would have preferred Gold Find. Alright. There's Azaka's Guiding Hand, which is where Mars's Guiding Hand came from. Mars was trying to find something for his show title that came from the game, and so he took Guiding Hand, Azaka's Guiding Hand, and made it Mars's Guiding Hand. An epic for Nile. See if we can get 2 more. Pity timer isn't, like, if we go all the way to the pity timer, we can beat the pity timer by 2. We can do it. God dang it. All right. Well, maybe it will on the other side of this. There's our pity timer. Can we get... Ooh. Dang it. We really want Eliwix. There's one. Okay, so we beat the pity timer by a lot there. Okay. Okay, what else can we get? No. Okay. Okay. So Dragon Bait ended up with 5 blues, 1 purple. Zaka, 4 blues, 2 purples. So she got her revenge. Zaka got her revenge with getting a double epic draw. Riv Horse sees 60% discount weekly offers, not enough platinum to buy it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Now we can just be popping all of these. Go. Every time you click over to the NFL game, it's at a commercial. There's an NFL game today? On Christmas Day? That seems... Wow, look at that. Back to back. 3 of them? Oh. And another. Oh, wow. Yesterday was an epic day for epics. And it looks like today, being pretty epic so far. Good luck. On Netflix? Oh, no thanks. Football on Netflix? Okay, look at that. The Archon we already got full epic on. Yeah. We're 1 away on Tyrell, Makos. That's it. Tyrell and Makos. Wow. Wow. Yeah, wow. Yesterday, the internet was like, just the internet was working so weird that it didn't matter what I was trying to stream on. Like, first I tried on Netflix and then I tried on like Prime, and both of the movies that I was trying to watch, like I was trying to just try movies on each one, and the audio was not synced with the video. And I was like, I can't do this. So I tried to find something on regular TV to watch. But then it was just so, oh my God, everything was just so bad. Like the options were just so bad. But I went back and I turned it back on, and it had it had tightened up the sync a bit, but it was a little off. I was just like, no, I don't care at this point. Show me a movie. Yeah, that was the first time I'd ever seen like major issues with the video and the audio not syncing up at all while streaming. I don't watch baseball. I watch Banana Ball. So. Banana Ball just is what it is. Whatever shows up for Banana Ball on regular TV is what gets watched. Oh, you know what we need to do? Not while we're in ad break, but we do need to do a giveaway for game codes. I want to do at least one giveaway. Chicken down of ISS Vanguard and played Nemesis Retaliation instead. Lost in round 2. How do you, like... I don't understand. Are you playing against some mechanic? Or, because it sounds like you weren't playing against people. Like, I feel like you didn't lose against people. Right, but is it like it's a board game, but is it like... Did you lose against the board game's mechanic? Okay, the last one we have here is Extreme Heat. I do have a note here that you could do this one offline. Every 3 seconds, each champion takes 10% of their max health as damage. Briv should heal us through this if it's working. Sometimes it didn't work at all. Let's see. Let's see what happens. We're gonna get Briv leveled up first. Briv into his healer era. Basically, Aliens is a board game, and the Aliens just overran us in 2 rounds. Oh. That feels bad. It also feels accurate. I feel like that's the accurate scenario for Aliens. Aliens versus humans. Because the humans die in 2 rounds. Banana Ball is amazing. Yeah, Roy, my mom and I both really love Banana. I actually entered the lottery to try to win tickets for next season, but because that's how they do tickets is via lottery system. Because they will be coming to our a pair of the teams would be coming through here, but I don't even know what the tickets would cost. So, first they got to see if we get drawn, and then we'll see how much they cost. Look at that. We got a bunch of these potions after doing that. Missing. Eric's asked, at what point should I start buying feats for gems? I mean, I have bought the 12,500 gem ones just for speed, for the speed champions. When I was starting to do more, like once we got the legendary potion online, and we were earning lots of gems really quickly because I was doing lots of actual adventures and variants. Then it was easy to pick those up. And now I'm at the point where I'm considering saving for whatchamacallit, the 50k feeds. Because now, I mean, we're doing adventures that are rewarding us about 1,000 gems just from finishing it, or more, in that area. Plus, we're getting all the gems along the way. So depending on how much stuff you complete, yeah. But I think I'm going to wait until after we do this little miniature patron grind before I save up for the 50k one. Started seeing some feats for gems discount on weekly deals, and I can afford it. It's probably not the best way to spend. I mean, it depends. It depends on the feat. Like, you don't just buy it because it's discounted early on. Like, is it useful to you? And honestly, a lot of the damage ones depends on if it's a feat for a pre-stack, for multiplicatively stacking ability with pre-stack multipliers, where the feat actually boosts it a lot. Then it's worth it, but for your pushing team. But generally, early on, you want to get them for your gem team. And if you're sitting on that many gems, you should be picking up like speed feats first. Like the 12,500 gem speed feats, then the 50k speed feats for whoever you're running, in the speed abilities in your speed team, starting off. Just so that you're completing content faster. And then you can start, at that point, after that, you can start looking abroad for, kinds of stuff. Right? What is Banana Ball? Oh, Dance Lover. I don't explain. So, Dance Lover, are you familiar with baseball? Like, well, like, I don't know. People live in different places. Are you familiar with how baseball works? Because it's a variant of baseball, so not a farce. It's fantastic. Just from Wii Sports. I mean, that's close enough. So Banana Ball is an attempt to be a more entertaining version of baseball, but more importantly, a quicker version of baseball, because baseball games can go 3, 4, 5, 6 hours. Like if you get tied up and go into extra innings and blah, blah, blah. Whereas Banana Ball, they start a timer at the start. When the game's going to start, they do a big, start the clock announcement, and you get 2 hours. They have 2 hours to try to get through 9 innings of baseball. So they get rid of a lot of the stuff where people, wait around, and they change a lot of little rules about like things that just slow stuff down. So it's faster paced. Faster paced, and also they try to be more entertaining, so they're constantly like music's playing the whole time, and there's if you're not out on the field or up to bat, like they're doing some kind of entertainment. They've got like they're known for their dancing umpire, and they have first base coaches that do fun stuff, and there's a live band, and there's the Savannah Bananas. There's multiple teams now. But Banana Ball is named after the Savannah Bananas, the team that started it all. They have an all-male cheerleading squad called the Mananas. It's the dad bod cheerleading squad, which is hilarious. So there's a lot of fun entertainment. And they have these things called trick plays, where basically if you do something other than just boringly catch the ball, like say you catch it between your legs or behind your back, or while doing a backflip, or before you throw the ball, like on the way to like throw someone out, you do some like behind the back or between the legs thing with the ball, or bounce it off the ground. Like anything considered raising the difficulty of completing what you're doing, it's a trick play, and they count trick plays. So it's not a professional level, like it's not Major League Baseball level baseball. It's like college to minor league level, but it's super entertaining, like super duper entertaining. Yeah. And if they end up also they do a match scoring, so like tennis, where that's the comparative I would bring it to. But basically, instead of counting all the runs someone gets in an inning and that being your score, they're just trying to win each inning. So whether you got 1 run in an inning or 9, if the other team didn't get any, you get 1 point for the inning until you get to the 9th. If you make it all the way to the 9th inning, every run counts. So it can stay pretty close and competitive throughout, and then and then anything could happen at the end. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I really enjoy watching it. It's super entertaining. Super entertaining. They have the world's tallest pitcher. He's literally a guy that comes out on stilts and pitches the ball. He also will go up to bat. He does pretty well. Yeah. It's just, it's intended to be a more entertaining form of baseball, just for entertainment's sake, and also to celebrate the love of baseball. It was a like a summer college team before, like back in the day, that's been around. Like that team with different names has been around for like a century or close to it. Yeah. And they were just trying to get people to come watch baseball again, and now they sell out. They travel around the United States to Major League Baseball stadiums and to football stadiums, and they sell out. And they have sold out for years everywhere. That's why it's a lottery. You have to enter a lottery to get a ticket, just to get a chance to buy a ticket. They've sold out for years. So they've expanded. They're expanding to more teams. Like they had 4 teams last season. They have 6 this season. Yeah. The bananas are like the big one that everybody really loves. Like that's my mom's favorite. She can't stand it when they're losing, and I'm just all like, I'm just here for the entertainment. I actually like like if I were gonna pick a team, I like the Firefighters. They're pretty good. But to be fair, those are the 2 that were shown the most on TV. They didn't show a lot of the Party Animals or Texas Tailgaters for some reason. I'm hoping they show more of the teams next season. Yeah, it's not extra points. They did a thing like the trick plays were just for flair, and they keep track of them. It's a stat, but they didn't actually do anything until the championship series, where you could earn an extra point if you were the underdog team, like if you were the away team, and you had the most trick plays before going into the final inning, you could earn an extra point. Whereas the home team was basically just trying to defend against it by getting the most trick plays. I thought that was an interesting way to do it. We'll see if they do that during the regular season. Also, forgetting something. Oh, if they hit a foul ball, or even if they hit a home run, a foul ball or a home run, and someone, a fan, catches it cleanly. So no like bobble or bounce off something, but like actually cleanly catches it, it's an out. Like you can affect the game, and it is. I love it. That's my favorite part. That's my favorite part. Yeah, Stilts is fun. Oh yeah, the games sell out months in advance. I mean, they all sell out. They all sell out. They bring in, they will bring in not only retired Major League Baseball players, they'll bring in to be like guest, show up for just a small appearance, but they'll also do like NFL players and like other sports, like they had a coach come in and like a former coach, and yeah, I mean, they bring it, but they do it for like whatever city they're in. They'll bring in people from that city that everyone there knows of, and just to come out and like do an at bat, or they've had pitchers come out. They'll have like musical stuff. Oh, that's one of the other things. Do walk-ons where they'll basically be lip syncing and doing some kind of like choreographed routine when they're coming out to bat, or when they get home runs. And yeah, it's just all about the entertainment, and it's a lot of entertainment. They call it fans first. They say putting the fans first, trying to entertain everybody. You can watch it all online. There's a like Savannah Bananas YouTube. You can all the games. That's originally where you could watch them all, and they still broadcast it online. All right. Oh yeah, there's the website. All right, that was all the ones we were gonna do. We got through that no problem. Extreme heat could be rough if you don't have a way to heal or deal with the damage. And hence why I say you could do that offline. I don't think we could try Rhea Reborn. Rhea Reborn is oh, we don't have 40, so no, we're not going to do that. Okay. Oh, our trials run is up for us. Okay, let's do our trials run. I didn't save the formation. Savannah, but like Banana Ball is something that would make a great video game, if I'm being honest. But not if they screw it up. I mean, that could be a really fun video game. But it's also just, it's just fun. It's just fun to watch Banana Ball. They are very athletic people. The pitchers will pitch so fast. Like, they will keep track of how long they can get through, like how long it takes them to get through an inning. And there are some ridiculously fast innings at times. Yeah. Which is not easy to pitch with some kind of control and to do it quick, like pitch after pitch after pitch. The batters aren't allowed to step out of the batting box, or it's a strike on them, which catches some of the visitors when they bring in these special guests. Special guests will step out and they'll give them like a warning, but if they do it again, then they will give them a strike. All right, we're only going 125 areas, folks. I'm not even using a speed potion with it. Because we just need to complete the area goal for today. That's it. Would they sell it if they played a 162 game schedule? No, probably not. But do you think the fans get, like, the fans are enjoying it? I don't know. As long as they're making money, I think it's fine. Right? Like, they obviously, again, they only have, well, they used to only have like it used to just be them, and then they had second teams, and then now they got 4 teams, or then they had 4 teams last year, and now they got 6. Like, it's a relatively young thing, even though it's been around now for years. I think it's great. I think the odd thing is that not like the Savannah Bananas. I don't know that any of the other teams are considered from a city. Maybe the new ones. I don't know. So it's just different. It's entertainment. It's sports entertainment, but they are very good at what they do. They're playing actual games, but they are, even if it's the game winning out, there are times where they will just try to do a trick play because that's what Banana Ball is about, and I respect that. So if WWE stars Seth Rollins on the pregame for the Detroit Minnesota football game, I don't know who that is. I know who the Detroit and Minnesota football teams are. But AB for umpire twerk, yeah. I think the umpire would just do whatever. The dancing umpire would just do his stuff whenever. But I think it would be neat to try to, like, do you catch it or do you go for the trick play? You need to come up with some kind of mechanic that's just the video game mechanic for trick plays, though. Boom, 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 boom. Good amount of gems. All once. Let's see what we get. No new electrums, so down the rabbit hole for Yorvin. Sure. Epic for Minsk. Alex Ultimate is quite a long cooldown, man. I mean, I guess I only use it if I'm trying to if I need to do a deep variant, restricted variant where Eliwick's going to be in for pushing, then I would spam her ultimate. Right? But otherwise, I don't mess with it. Jason Hickey, thank you for the follow-up. Oh, I remember what we were going to do. We were going to do a giveaway. We got video games to give away. How many codes do I have for this one? 3. I got 3 codes for this one game. Where is the giveaway bot? Come on. Giveaways. Okay, so folks, so the way this is going to work, these are, I'm putting this in chat again. I can spell. Jesus, put your finger on the right starter keys. These are Steam keys only. These only work in Steam. These are Steam codes. Anyone can participate in the giveaway. Anyone can enter. Anyone can win. You do have to be present to win. We're gonna do the drawing and then, or we're gonna have entries go out. And if if you already have the game, don't enter. Yes. Yeah, ideally. This is going to be for a game called Dungeons of Hinterberg, which the descriptor I was given is Alpine Dungeon Tourism. Sometimes the descriptors are hilarious. I do have 3 codes for this, so we'll be drawing it 3 times throughout. Well, I don't know, once we start doing the thing. Is it open? It's open. So hashtag giveaway in chat if you want to be entered to win. We'll be giving away all these codes through New Year's Eve. They got to be used by New Year's Eve, I think. So. Oh yeah, there's the link for game if you want to take a look at it first. All right, we completed. All I got to do after day 1 was yesterday of trials, so day 2 and beyond, I just complete it and I'm good. See, we've added more DPS. Now up to 425. It looks like there's no way possible we would ever get there, but trust me, folks. Math. Not meth. Math. All right. I guess we're gonna do patron grind. So we're gonna start with Mert. Raga Draga's crew. So area 550. So, I mean, we did this before, but now we can't use good or evil champs. So let's go see what that even looks like. What does our roster look like? Oh my God. Are we just... Oh, we lose Eliwick. Okay. But we're in Avernus, so we can have Alar. I'm gonna do something more like this, maybe. Who do we? This. Okay, sure. This is a pretty good. So merch should be good. We shouldn't have an issue here. We could have used Sentry. Because we're gonna do this kind of in the background, we're gonna throw this picture in picture. I'm gonna just have Carlock in. I'm not gonna be super worried about how long it's gonna take. Just gonna get everybody set up. I don't see nothing wrong with a little patron grind. I can't do the harmony for that, but immediately heard it. I immediately heard it in my head. I don't even know by heart which zone unlocks the Vajra tier 7. No. Tier 7 is... No, I don't. I know when we're done here, we should be through tier 5 for every patron. When we're done with these 6 variants in Avernus. So I call it a miniature patron grind, because you don't got to do a lot. So what I'm going to do is I'm definitely going to save this. It's the 25%. Yeah, I'll swap that out. Stop it. Supposed to close that. So start. Okay, and we will put this here. So now we will start with there. So 550 areas. It's going to just do its thing. Gold chest drop is too. Oh, yeah. I don't remember. It's been too long since I don't think I've ever tried to get to that on a new account to remember. Okay, so hold on. This was. Did I do? Yes, I did my Winter Beast for the day on the main account. So let me turn the main account on. We have, folks, anybody. Anyway, we got like 50 people in here watching. We have single-digit number of entries in the giveaway. Folks, if you would like Dungeons of Hinterberg for free, I have 3 copies of it. 3 copies. Right now, the odds are real good. If you enter, you're going to get one, but let's see if we can get some more people entered. Remember, it is Steam only. Steam, the platform. There, now we're up to double digits. Thank you. At least we're in double digits now. At least we're in double digits. So what is this? This is going to get us 2 EO6 influence from this one variant. 2 EO6 is more than we need for the Modron chest. So Modron chest activate from one variant if we complete it. 2 EO6 would also unlock a potion of polish, but I'm not going to go for that right away. This is what we want. We need 4 EO6 for the Golden Flame Skull. This is a familiar. So we will get this in a couple of variants. We'll need to do a couple variants and we'll have the influence for this. So as you can see, we're going to unlock a lot of, we're going to get a lot of influence and a lot of currency out of this. Currency is going to be 1 EO4, that's 10,000. So it's going to take multiple to get to this, to be able to afford stuff, but we're going to get there. We're going to get there. It wasn't Fuzzy Boots. These are all from charity packages, like Jingle Jam charity pack that comes with lots of Steam codes and stuff, or from somebody that got some Steam codes with something, and like I have one, and we're not sure if it's going to work or not, but we'll find out. Yeah. What is the Dungeons of Hinterberg? The description I have here is. Let me find it again. Alpine Dungeon Tourism. J-Dog put a link in earlier in chat. You can scroll up and get to it. Merry Christmas, Necronis. I don't think that's how it works. Ethel said, I have so many big games in my libraries at the moment, I won't have time for them in my lifetime. Fuzzy Boots is like, that just means you have to stop doing anything other than playing games. I don't think that's how life works anymore. I wish it, well, not for me, it doesn't. And I stream games for a living currently. Killer says I have a PC I'm upgrading, but those RAM prices are crazy. Oh, I don't even. Yeah, we were talking about that the other day. It's yet another reason to say no to AI. Yeah. All right, let me pull up. Oh, let's do the drawing first once we come back from the ad break. And I think we're going to take a short tour of Dune Awakening. We're going to see my base upgrade for those of you who have been around for a while. F. Bexel, did you do hosting to the finish? I know that one gives a ton, but I don't remember how much. The popular VTuber that runs off several AI languages. Oh, faster macro recently lives. Oh, that makes me upset. That makes me upset. I can't stand it. I do not want to end up in a world where all the content that is available to watch is just AI slop. Like, that's the worst. I mean, it's the worst. It's just the worst. It feels like the worst scenario. The worst possible timeline. Let me try to. Okay. Too high. Okay. Yeah, because it's area 1,000. I was like, that'd do. Coasting the finish gets you like at a certain point. It basically could take you from if you didn't do anything, it could take you from 0 to cap at one point. It's pretty wild. Okay, let me move this. We're gonna move some stuff around here. This is going picture in picture. Okay, and then this is becoming this.